are breaking at worlds. Asian teams have broken the last 3 worlds, right? From the point at which we do well. That's not true. Botswana, we had 1 team in the quarterfinals. Imran and Robin.
Yeah. Not Malaysian.
No, Asian. Asian hasn't broken. The quality as a whole. Not even like in Australs or right. So there needs to be more aspiration, more aspirasi.
You certainly soon enough it becomes inspirational.
Yeah. Well, maybe there needs to be some perspiration. We need to be working a little bit harder. Right? We need to be. And sometimes working harder means taking risks and doing things that you don't usually do. Maybe you should try that. Just saying. Or working with people you don't usually work with, right? And that's what's. It's no risk, then there's no change, and there's no gain. Although if you keep doing the same things, okay. So if it hasn't been that much of a boost to the community from the last centralized training to this centralized training, then that means that the second aspect of the centralized training is not happening. Right? Now, as awesome as I am, there's only so much that I can do. Right? The rest of the stuff you have to do on your own. Okay, so there needs to be more community building outside the centralized training. There needs to be. You don't have to meet every week or things like that, but it'd be nice if you could every now and then, not just when I'm here, but create a system or a process. And you may not see the gain, but your juniors may end up seeing that gain. Okay, so one of the things we could do is how to get more value from the debating that we have. And we were talking about earlier about building ideas, case building and stuff. Right, so there's quizzes and those things are one, replicates activities, but other things are also about building cases. So I think these guys, because they were in the car, asked me about how do you build case files. Do you have case files?
Nope.
Only in digital form.
That's good enough. That's a start. You can bring those here. You should bring them to every debate that you attend. Everybody knows what case files are?
Not really.
Not really? What are case files? So the ones who have them.
Ammunition for you to fight.
Okay.
Are they samples of previous debates?
Yep, that's one. You can include in your case file, right? Your meta file, your kit of things that help debaters, your debate kit. We are professionals, right? But these things don't happen by chance. You need to have a set of tools, things, implements that help you. Don't just cowboy it all the time. Every time you go in a debate, from scratch, I'll do everything.
Yeah.
What information I use, and stuff that I just recently picked up. Is there any kind of control in the self-development process? No. If it's meant to be, it will be. Right? No, cannot do that.
Yeah.
Cannot do that. So what's in your case file?
Just stuff that I could never remember on my own. Mostly specifics, like Greece stuff, economic stuff. That stuff never sticks in.
It's a trick question then to ask you what's in your case file, stuff that you cannot remember. That's why it's in my case file. Where is your case file? I cannot remember. This is that catch-22 with memory pills. Take these pills to help you improve your memory. But if my memory is bad, I'm not going to remember to take these pills. So it doesn't work. There's a flaw in this plan.
I fish aided.
Yeah. Okay, so anything that you think will help you in a debate. Okay, anything that you think that will help you in a debate. You can have cases, which is pro. You don't have things that you cannot process in 15 minutes of preparation time. Screw 15 minutes, in 7 minutes of preparation time. Because you can't spend the entire 15 minutes reading through a magazine. So you see all those debaters who carry around the economists, that's just like for making themselves feel better. It's a security blanket, right? You get on the plane, the flight, they're opening the economist, this wrap, or don't want that anybody sees it. You bend it a little bit to make sure that you looks like you're ready to start on it. Like the economist. It's for show. Alright, it's like those lawyers who carry briefcases with nothing inside. Okay? So it's the same thing. Don't carry full magazines or these long 2,000 word articles and essays with you because you're not going to read it, right? And then you have all these pieces, all this information, emotions come, you know this is all relevant, you have too much stuff to read. And then it just makes you feel more unprepared. So cut stuff out of your case file if you're not going to use it. If it's been there for the last 2 years and you haven't touched it, maybe it's time to get rid of it. Okay? But if you have cases, that's what you aim for. That's the holy grail, right? If you have 20 strong cases, and in any given tournament, so like in Worlds, 9 rounds, let's say you get 2 of them, right? That's 2 debates where you have a huge advantage over everybody else, right? 2 or 3 points make the difference between breaking and not breaking.
Yeah.
The question is what would you do for 2 points?
Q.
No, don't.
Prepare
It's a
for it.
debate. It's just a debate. Chill. But would you spend an hour making a case?
You spend more than that.
Okay, and then if you get that, it'll make a huge difference. Right? I remember a couple of debates. You can carry this huge case file. 90% of the time you don't use it.
Yeah.
Then 1, 2 debates where you pull something out, you go bam. You know you own the debate. Okay, so that first thing is cases. This means accurately kind of pinpointing topics. Right? You build cases not just about topics you think are going to happen, but topics that have been happening, because there will be a trend. If you get like this out of the blue, we will pay feminists to have bastard children debates, you go like, fuck, you can't prepare for that? Okay, you can't prepare for that lah. But if there's something about Syria you don't have a case file, then you're a stupid, lazy moron. Right? There's no one you can blame other than yourself, because it's been there in the news. Something about American elections you don't have, you're just stupid and lazy. Right? No excuse. Okay? So the stuff that happens all the time that you can sort of pinpoint, that's been trending in other debate tournaments, make a case file about it. Just so that when that debate, if that debate happens, you're not left in the cold. Right? Because other people will be left in the cold. Right? And it's good to have something new in those debates. So have cases. Right? Pick those and then have them. I'll come back to these cases in a bit. The thing that used to help me a lot, I didn't really build a lot of cases. I didn't have a lot of the patience for it, but we built some. But what really helped me was like fact sheets. Right? So 1 sheet of paper with information about an issue, a topic, a place, a person, an event, something. Something that I can use to gain more understanding and also gain more credibility. Right? So when I talk about NATO, I know when it was established, I know how many member countries there are. I will talk about the Secretary General of NATO, not NATO, because NATO doesn't say anything. People say things, right? So this person said something. I will know what their most common interventions are. So if I'm going to make a feasibility argument, I'm not just going to emptily say, NATO is too busy. I will be able to list the 5 or 6 other places that NATO is currently engaged. Right? I will know what their yearly budget is. I will know how much it costs. You can put all that stuff in a piece of paper. And then just pick some of that stuff in a debate and just drop them. Right? So that stuff you can do for a lot. Just 1 sheet. 1 sheet, 1 sheet, 1 sheet, 1 sheet on all of these things. Some sites even help you do these things. BBC has a great question and answer series about issues. You go to BBC and you Google Q&A or something, and they just ask questions. So they do that about lots of current stuff. So the conflict in Syria, they will say, who started the conflict, this question, when did it start, who are the parties, what are the... And it's a good sort of like 5 minutes or less, you get briefed with all the information on it. Okay, so used to have lots of that, and that stuff was pretty much useful. Every debate you can get something, at least one, that is useful in that, right? Some of those things can be sort of broader, generic stuff, and that's where your almanac is useful. If I'm going to talk about a country, I want to have to know a little bit about that country, and then you can use information that helps you guesstimate other information, right? If I can discuss the trade of that country, if I know its political system, if I know its colonial history, I can make an argument, right, about pretty much lots of things. Just tying a little bit of information around it. Okay, so you should start building those things and then keep it with you and then carry it with you continuously. Okay, and in the little kit, just have a little bag. But we go back to the cases. I think a great way to build cases is through debates. Debating is a learning tool more than just a fun activity and a way to pick up chicks, right? And we can do that to build these cases. Funny how you still want to laugh.
It's not funny.
No,
Expected
no.
already.
Yeah, I know. It's a setup. You should turn around a case within 3 to 5 hours. Okay, if you as a single person, not a single person, you alone sit in front of a computer, start building a case, you get carried away. It takes too long. You try to find the perfect argument. One piece of research leads another one, leads another one, leads another one. You cut and paste all these wonderful quotes you think be great in a debate. Next thing you know, you have a 30-page Microsoft Word document.
This is there already.
Yeah, right? And then you go like, oh, it's too long, I'm tired, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll edit this tomorrow. And then tomorrow never comes. And then before the tournament, you just print out the file that says abortion arguments doc, right? And then it's this huge thing. And then the abortion debate comes and you look at it, oh shit, I don't understand what the hell this was about. Okay, and you spend time trying to remember what it was, not how to use it. It's okay, we've all been there, right? The trick is not to stay there. The trick is to move away from there. Okay, so make cases you can use, not perfect cases. They're never perfect cases. The case doesn't win the debate, right? The case puts you in a position to have an advantage on the debate. That's all. So you want to build a case that gives you that advantage. Okay? So I think a great model, choose a topic, have a group of individuals, some of them support, some of them oppose, have a group discussion at the start. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, everything is timed about what you think the debate is about, and then people prep individually, run, have a debate. Okay? It doesn't have to be a BP debate. It can be a 3-on-3, 2-on-2, 4-on-4. You can be sitting down, but it must be structured, not an argument. So it's like 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. And then at the end, people track down those arguments. You build a case based on those arguments. Right? So the debate is used to frame the debate, frame the case. And then go back, discuss, share the case. Case done, locked, move on. Okay? So 2-3 hours max, you turn around a case. Turn around, including the time you spend doing some research. That way you're going to have more usable cases. They're not going to be perfect, but you will have arguments and you will have examples. And that's the challenge. Okay? Smart people in a group, in a room, you push each other, you can come up with arguments. But you can't come up with evidence unless you do the research. Okay? So we want to start doing stuff like that. Right? At the end of every debate, we want to have a case that you can use, and then you plug in some evidence. We did a debate about taxing religious organizations 2 months ago. Anybody have a case on that?
Maybe I think I do.
But most of the arguments are regulations problem. But it's on principle. That's my take on that.
No, that's fine. So, but what I want, if I build a case on that, you want to know which countries do tax, which countries don't, if they do. How much of money can they gain from taxing if they did? So what is the estimated? Who are the ones who are estimating using this? And then specific examples of gross abuse of the money and other specific examples of how well that money was used. That's it. Those are the things that are missing from the debate. Your case is not going to, you won't have the winning argument, right? The arguments will go back and forth, back and forth. But if you have more grasp of the issue, then I'll believe your side of the argument. I'm not going to believe you 100%, but you don't need me to believe you 100%. You need me to believe you 55, 60%. It's enough, right? So you need that information that pulls you over, or judges over to the other side. That's what I want from that case. So at the end of the debate, you can't go back and I'm going to find the killer argument, right? That means you will kill the debate. There's no silver bullet. That's the mark of a bad debate or a bad topic, when the other side can say one thing and the debate ends. Right? So when you're making topics, that's one of the tests. Is there a silver bullet on the other side or on either side? If there's a silver bullet, scratch the topic. topic doesn't work. Okay, so don't look for that, but look for things that give you an advantage. So if we can really, if this debate hinges on the harm, then if we can show the harm in the short term and the long term, using these examples, using the research from here, and using this group, then we'll be a solid footing. That's what we need. Okay, so start thinking that way. I use these debates to build that. Tomorrow we will do a specific case building exercise. Tomorrow we'll do two things. We're going to do this case building exercise. We're also going to shift the quiz that we played today into a quiz that you do against each other. So you come up with the questions and you challenge each other on that quiz, right? And how it will work is, so we'll have the teams. We can move teams around or whatever. I will create theme areas. Then within each theme area, you'll have about 5 minutes to generate some questions. Okay? And then you ask the questions. The other teams have 5 minutes to come up with the answers. The questions need to be not this arcane, useless information stuff, right? Like how old was Sir Ian McKellen when he first played his first character role in this movie, and what was the name of his dog? Not important. So the other teams can challenge you. If they think you're asking a stupid question, they can say use it in an argument. Okay? In a common debate. And if the team that's making the question cannot use that fact in an argument, the question is invalid. Do you understand how it works? Right? So the asking team can ask the questions, but they also have an onus to show that their questions are useful for debate. Right? So for tomorrow, bring some information. Bring a book, an almanac, the internet, right? Whatever you can bring that you think will help you generate some questions. And then we will play. Okay? And then we will also do like a case building exercise. Create behavior that you can replicate outside of this weekend. Is our goal. I hope it's our goal, not just my goal. It is our goal. Right? Yes. Right. Okay. All right. You want to draw some lots for this debate? The people that prefer positions.
OG for us.
You guys like doing OG, so why do you keep doing OG? Do CO.
Fine, CO.
Yeah.
Might as well CO. We got into trouble with that. CO.
What are you here for? To dwell in your comfort zone?
Go to the bathroom.
To keep dwelling in your comfort zone?
You choose.
She's
I will stand up. I don't.
What?
I think I use this paper.
You should know I don't trust ourselves to set up the debate, right?
give you like
Just be all. I don't trust our team set up the debate.
But he says he has to go at 4:30. So 15 or 4:30.
You want to swap? I don't mind. Okay, actually. You go OG lah. You have to go early, right? But I don't trust our side to set up OG case.
if like you don't trust him or you don't trust you.
I don't trust myself.
Okay, that's right. We all don't as well, but it's okay.
Finally, something we can all agree on. Yeah, thanks.
The middle line.
Okay, Kieran, just try.
Fine, OG then. Damn it. You have to leave at what?
I think 4:30.
Okay, we have enough time. He needs to go sing P songs.
No, I'm going.
What song?
Sing Kieran. Sing Kieran some song.
I could smell you.
You want that to me?
CO. CO lah. Your new hated position.
Dude, what are you doing?
Eh,
Paying me
I
back
know,
10
masih
bucks.
sekelas lagi.
Apparently I paid him $10 extra.
He's running a casino, that's why
Wait,
he's
you
doing
don't have change, is it?
I have so much change, I'm giving you my change.
Sad man.
I hardly have nothing.
You need one bus or college?
You don't have too much change. I hate coins. They're annoying.
But you guys chose your own positions, or should I do this randomly?
CO.
Okay,
Where's
so
the
then chosen
OG.
OG.
He forced me, so
Then you guys just like
you be the Prime Minister.
You're the other one, right? So
I don't
we go
that was a waste.
the guy that
Okay. My partner going to the washroom now.
Only doing
Packing
She
it
will
up.
die just because of us.
But he's good.
Okay, you have plenty of time.
Plus, you can
Remember, none of these words.
I don't mind.
Ah,
I'll be the rest.
None of these words. You say any of these words,
Which
you all
words?
throw things.
the one on the
Everything in
left.
black.
Then I go shoot.
We'll be closing off.
To be closing up, you are closing up.
We're what? Opening up, is it?
Opening up.
Trading CO.
try to go first speaker now instead of Justin.
Sure.
Jerry,
Break out of
get
your
one of those
comfort zone, right?
shields
That's
and
what we're here for,
throw
right?
it again.
Uncomfort zone.
Everybody will burst
go
up
up
at you.
again, right?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Logan.
Oh, true.
So we can throw stuff if anyone says that.
Yes.
Into your
Anybody can throw stuff
Yeah,
at
so
anyone.
screwed, man.
Thank you for putting it that
Any
way.
of these
You are
words.
so screwed.
Yeah, so screwed.
I have like scrap.
I'm glad I'm making the best out of it. Remember,
Yeah, that's nice.
remember, if he goes
I'm
PM,
sitting right here, so I'm like.
Oh, that's good. I want some of them.
don't throw everything.
Try not to kill them at the first throw. Okay?
If anyone
So that
wants
they can keep
scrap
speaking
papers
and
here.
you can like.
I got a shield, don't worry guys, I got a shield. I'm perfectly capable of protecting my own body parts.
Okay, you guys ready?
I have an umbrella by the way, so.
My partner's in washroom.
15 minutes.
Fine. CO anyways, I just need to listen.
Yes, blisters.
Hey, you have to make sure you have to back us up.
I don't need to do it. Trust me, I don't need to.
Which one? Yeah.
I don't need to back you up, man. Look, you know you keep enough of that, right? That you can change it at the bank.
That case, I'll purposely use those.
And do what?
You make me rich.
You know, I kept those last time when I was like, every time I go back home, I put it in a pot. I managed to have like